Hey guys, what's up? It's Kaylee and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my junior year and how it's like going so far. But if you couldn't tell, I am sick. I have a cold. Colds hit me really bad. I mean, maybe I'm just overreacting, but I don't know. I feel like colds hit me really bad, like with my nose and everything. So yeah, just ignore that. I know I sound like a horse, okay? It's fine. I needed to film today. I'm sorry if like my energy is pretty low because I'm not in the mood to film right now, but I need to because I need a video to upload, and with school and cheer it's very hard to find time to film. So I had a half day today, so I actually have a little bit of time, but I have cheer practice in like 2 hours. So I just took a nap. I just took a fat nap, and here I am. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna be talking about how the year's been for me so far. Sorry, my teacher is grading my assignments right now. I'm getting notifications. And yeah, I literally like, I can barely see out of my eyes. They're so watery. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I walked into school today and everybody was like, why are you crying? I'm like, I'm not crying. It's just my sickness taking over. So yeah, okay. Anyway, let's just get on with the video. I honestly didn't even like plan what I'm gonna say in this video. Okay, so I started junior year September 4th, and going into it, I knew that junior year was known to be like the hardest year, just because it's a big year. And by the way, ignore the towels in the back. I have to go put this away. It's a big year, and colleges really look at your junior year grades. Like I feel like they care the most about like junior year. That's like the main grades that they look at. So it can be very stressful trying to maintain good grades. And although I was prepared for junior year to be stressful, I didn't think it was gonna come on so soon. There's 4 marking periods. I don't know how other schools do it. Maybe all schools do it the same. I don't think so, but we do 4 marking periods, and right now we're obviously in the first one, which ends in November. And the first marking period is usually the easiest one, because I feel like in the very beginning is when the students are the most motivated and they do well, just because one, teachers aren't really blowing you with a lot of, okay, I don't really know how to describe it, I guess, but I think you know what I mean. Like it's only the beginning. It's only September, so usually you're not like you're not stressing too much about like final exams or midterms just yet. And I'm not saying that's what we're doing, because we're not really thinking about those yet, but we are getting a lot of work, and I just wasn't expecting it to come on so soon, because like I said, usually the first marking period is always the easiest. Like my sophomore year, and I know every year's different, but my sophomore year, the first marking period, I had all high 90s in my classes. Every single one. And this year, right now, I'm already failing a class, and that's geometry. And if you know me, you know I love math. I'm taking 2 math classes this year, actually. I'm taking geometry and math apps. I want to be a math professor, so I want to know all the math that I can. But the way my geometry teacher grades stuff, it can drop you pretty bad. So basically in geometry, we have a quiz every 2 days, and they're only like 1, 2 to 3 question quizzes, which means, let's say it's only a 2 question quiz. If you get one of them wrong, you're already at a 50. Because they're every 2 days, you learn new information every single day, which means when you get the quiz, you only have like a day or 2 to understand the information. And sometimes that can be hard for people to understand stuff that quick, which is why usually people might not do well on the quizzes, and if you don't do well on quizzes, that drops your grade. Now, I'm not awful at geometry. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I've made stupid mistakes. In fact, I mean, one of the things I wrote was the outside, whatever I had to describe something and I had to write the outside in my sentence. And he took 4 points off for writing the. So, like I said, the way he grades things, now I'm not bashing him for his grading system, it's just like, you really gotta be on top of your stuff, and I've been kind of overwhelmed by how, like, much work I've been getting so soon, because it's never been this extreme in September. You know, this is usually what, like, January, February, March feels like, but it's only like the 3rd week of school, and I'm already like not doing so well in like geometry. I actually have a geometry test tomorrow that I'm gonna really be studying for tonight, and so because I also want to do well on it. So this whole video wasn't meant to be talking about geometry, but it's what it is. Sorry, my eyes are watering. I'm taking chemistry. I've had a lot of homework in chemistry. I just had a test on chemistry the other day. I got an 82 on it. Just found that out like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, a lot of it, like, okay, history. I'm not used to getting a lot of homework for that subject, like history, social studies, global. I've never, like, especially in global, especially last year, I never got global homework at all. And then this year, history, I've had homework every single day. And what the homework is notes. He gives us like 12 textbook pages a night to read, and you have to take notes on it. And it takes me a long time. I think one of my upcoming videos, maybe it might be the next one, I'm not sure, will be how to take good notes, because I think that I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think I really take good notes, and I want to share it because the process I use, it really helps me. But just know that it does take some time. So I know a lot of history taking me a lot of time could just be because how I take notes, but like how I take my notes really helps me learn the information, so that's why I keep doing it. I'd never been used to having homework so much in that type of subject, plus I don't like that subject. And like we already had a history test like last week or something, and I got a 71 on it, and it wasn't even good. A lot of it, he took points off on a lot of people. He said a lot of people failed it because they didn't put enough detail in their like definitions, and I was one of those people. I didn't fail it, thank God, but I was one of those people that I didn't really add a lot of detail. But now I know. That was only the first test, and he says that usually his first test is always the hardest for people. So I actually have a test coming up. He thinks, because the half day threw him off, he didn't have all his classes, he thinks it's probably going to be on like Monday or Tuesday. So I have a lot of time to study, but now I know like what he's looking for, so I can do better. But yeah, bottom line is, the main issue with me right now is just I wasn't expecting it to come on so fast. You know what I mean? And it's not me like complaining or anything. It's just I knew junior year would be hard, and I knew we'd get a lot of work. Just I wasn't thinking so soon, which is why I've gotten so overwhelmed and stressed and probably sick. I don't know. My whole cheer team is sick and my coaches, so like I knew it was going to come to me at some point. But other than that, other than like how much work I've been getting, I'm actually having a pretty good year. I'm really happy I pulled through with like double math, because I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be a little bit stressful, especially when it comes to like final exams and midterms. But I'm really enjoying it. So I'm really happy with myself that I'm going to do that. And all my teachers are really nice. I think the big thing that helps me in school is having a good relationship with your teachers, because if you have a good relationship with them, it's easier to talk to them, it's easier to ask them for help. I have one of my math teachers, because like I said, I'm in 2 math classes, my math apps teacher, I had him 2 years ago for a different math class, so I know him really well, and he definitely looks to me as like a good student, because I actually skip my lunch every day and I sit in his room because he has a free period. He lets me do work in his room, and he sees that I'm like I care about my grades. Sure, there's days where I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna fail this, I'm gonna fail this, and he reassures me. Sorry, this is low powered. He reassures me that like I can do it, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, have a good relationship with your teachers. It helps a lot, especially if you are like getting stressed or anything. Junior year, it is hard. And I mean, it already is. I didn't think I'd be saying that already, but I'm saying it. I'm definitely a little bit worried about how I'm gonna get through the year, just because right now it doesn't even feel real that it's only September. It really feels like it's like this school thing. The overwhelming part always happens in like March-ish. It's coming now, and school hasn't even been in session for a month, so I know every school is different, but just stay on top of your work. Stay on top of it. I'm doing actually pretty good. I mean, I know I could probably manage my time a little bit better, but it is what it is. I'm doing my best. Yeah, do anything you can to get that work done. Just like I skip my lunch. I'm not saying you need to skip your lunch. I'm just saying that it gives me 45 extra minutes to get work done. Because I don't get home until 6:30 every night, and then I have to shower, eat dinner, do my, you know, blah blah blah. But yeah, like I said, I didn't really know what I was gonna say in this video, so I'm like going all over the place here. I don't know if this is what you guys are really looking for. I'm just kind of explaining like how I'm feeling. Yeah, it's fine though. Even though it is a lot of work and it's a little overwhelming right now, it's fine. I'm actually, like I said, I'm having a pretty good year. And that's all that matters. You just gotta keep a positive attitude, try your best to, because once you get in a really deep hole of like sadness or whatever, or stressness, it's not even a word, but it's gonna be now, it's hard to come out of, and I learned that last year. So do everything you can to just stay positive, get work done, know that you can do it, and you will. That's all. I hope in some way this video helps. It wasn't really like an advice video, it was just me talking about my junior year so far. I can always make another one like in March, if you guys want, if you want like a part 2 to like see my thoughts on it now, or then, you know what I mean? So just let me know if you'd want one of those, and I think that's it. Yeah. I'm sick, so I can't even like put my thoughts together right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyways. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. We are at 337 right now. Let's try to get to 345. I said that last video, but let's try to get to 345. And hit the notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload a new video. I upload videos every Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And with that being said, I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye guys.